Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
U.S. Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the pitch at Ankeny Centennial High School. You have entered the jungle, home of Jaguar soccer. Our visitors for tonight's match are the Iowa City West Trojans and your Centennial Jaguars. It's time to meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Trojans. At midfield, a junior, number 4, Paz Martinez. At midfield, a freshman, number 5, Amaya Martinez. At midfield, a junior, number 6, Sophia Ullman. At midfield, a junior, number 10, Emma Putoff. At forward, a sophomore, number 12, Anna Goska. On defense, a sophomore, number 13, Alexandria Held. On defense, a junior, number 17, Vera Tanas. On defense, a senior, number 18, Allison Scala. On defense, a junior, number 20, Diana Tivinskaya. And at midfield, a senior, number 23, Maya Mozena. In goal for the Trojans, a sophomore, number 1, Lauren Heineck. Now it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Centennial Jaguars. At forward, a sophomore, number 2, McKenna. A senior, number 2, McKenna Hilton. On defense, a junior, number 3, Madison Balashitis. On defense, a senior, number 4, Avery Lewis. On defense, a freshman, number 9, McKenna Gray. At midfield, a sophomore, number 12, Emery Becker. At midfield, a junior, number 13, Kerrigan Miller. At midfield, a freshman, number 15, Maddie Postma. At forward, a junior, number 16, Ava Martin. At midfield, a sophomore, number 20, Emily Conger. And on defense, a sophomore, number 23, Evie Boyle. In goal for the Jaguars, a freshman, number 99, Riley Litchfield. Now, to honor America and those who have served along with their families,
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
US Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to soccer here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Andy Pollack with Austin Oliver here tonight as Iowa City West. The Trojans are in town, made the trip down I-80 for a Friday night contest here against number 5, Ankeny Centennial. Iowa City West comes in with a very similar record at 3-1. They are ranked 14th right now. I would expect tonight, Austin, that we would see just looking at the scores, a pretty low-scoring affair in this one.
Yeah, I totally agree. About perfect weather that we have out here tonight for soccer. Wind's a little bit of a factor here. Looks like it's blowing to the southeast right now. Looks like maybe a little bit to the south, so will be a factor here on the field. Whoever's going to be going from north to south will have a little bit of an advantage or a disadvantage going against the wind. But, yeah, 2 good teams here. Well-storied programs. Iowa City West coming out of, obviously, where the University of Iowa is at, but will be a good opponent for the Jags tonight.
And we are set to get things started. Centennial 4-1 coming into the year, and their only loss is to highly ranked, in fact, I think number 2 right now, Pleasant Valley is what their lone loss here to get things started so far, as the Jags are in their black. Their home black. They will be going from right to left on your screen. Iowa City West, they're in the white uniforms trimmed in a very dark forest green and they will be going with what wind we have out there, maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour. Iowa City West will have that wind in the first period. Jaguars going to cycle things around right away, and immediately we notice Austin Oliver a difference as the wind has died down more, just the spacing right from the start that we haven't been able to see in some of the very windy games to start the year.
Absolutely. Got a little bit of experience under both teams' belts as well. That shape will widen out, and that's going to be good to see. It'll be kind of a catalyst for better soccer, better passing, better scoring attempts.
It's crazy to think we are already on game number 6. Evie Boyle with that long throw in as she goes into Martin. Cycle things around, and we've got McKenna Gray down in front of us right now. Gray keeps it in. Nice move to tiptoe up the sideline. It is knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Iowa City West as our center ref says she saw the tip. Overruled our AR.
I think it was the wrong call, but whatever here. Well, I guess we'll move on early in the game.
Iowa City West getting pressured right now. Maya Mozena back there as Paz Martinez dribbles things around now. It's stolen there on the far side by the Jags. They try to sneak it through, and the ball's knocked out of there. And McKenna Hilton runs it back. Boyle going to restart things over here to Balshitis down in front of us. Balshitis works it over here to Gray on the sideline. Gray pushes things up. Nice little stop and go. Then has it taken away from her by Mozena. Mozena, senior midfielder, it's going to be hard to trick her with some of those moves. They tried to sneak one through to Postma, not able to connect. And some contact. It'll go out of bounds. It will be a goal kick.
Just did the box out as the ball was running out of bounds there. She's able to retain possession for the Trojans.
Stop the clock here. I'm not sure. I think the Coach Chris Allen asked if they could check the ball. I'm not sure what they want to get rid of that one. Get that one out of the rotation. As must not have had enough juice to it.
I wonder what brought that up. Yeah, I wonder what that brought up.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I mean, maybe one of the players commented on it right away at the beginning, but I don't know.
I'm going to cycle this one out. You're going to have a check there by Martin. I don't know if they're having Martin take a peek at it or what they're doing right now. I think the official would just prefer that ball does not come back into the cycle here tonight. So, goal kick here for the Trojans. Even got some birds flying around tonight. Nice enough for that. Iowa City West. Not seen them get into the offensive end of their zone tonight as they've had to cycle things around on the back end. This is Tvinskaya. And that is out of bounds off of Gray.
Just a little bit of that we've seen so far. Iowa City West is trying to attempt passes that are just not going to work tonight. They're going to have to get much more crisp, or they're going to be giving up possession in their own offensive zone several times tonight.
Conger tried to sneak one through to Martin, not able to connect. Knocked out of there once again by West. Mozena pushes up the side, nearly taken away by Emery Becker. Becker keeps control. Jags may have something going here. Becker pushes it ahead. Martin can't quite get control. Now does. Knocks it out on the far side to Lewis.
Got called for a foul as she kicked the ball out to the outside. Just not a very solid call there for the center ref, but we'll move on.
West tries to knock things down over here to Mozena. She pushes things into the middle. That is Amaya Martinez. Boyle for the Jags. Takes it back. Pushes over on the far side to Hilton. Wouldn't mind seeing Hilton try to dribble through at some point. She's one of the fastest players on the field.
I think she was playing outside forward last game, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she was, and they moved her back to the
now.
Yeah, back to the right back, which is a position that does have an opportunity to overlap and get to the front side as well. They just have to make sure that there's good communication between the attacking midfielder on the outside and that defending midfielder on the backside. So, Andy, I think you're exactly right that we will see her pushing up forward as this game goes on.
Well, and you'd also bring a little more seniority to that back line right now. The defense, you take some pressure off your freshman goalkeeper, Riley Litchfield, who has done an outstanding job here early on in the season as Postma with the ball right now. Instead of hit her wrist. It's fun to be able on these nice nights to be able to hear the coaches shout the instructions as well as hear them discuss overlapping and where they want the girls to go. It's one of the soccer in the high school setting in Iowa is a pretty intimate sport. You can hear a lot of the discussions that go on. As the long kick goes up there, Balshitis knocks it up. Boyle sends it back over, and a bunch of headers in a row for Centennial. Try to get it through to Conger. Then Postma comes up, taken out of there by the Trojans. Conger hustles down. Taken out of there by Mozena for West. West now going to try to space things out. They've been pretty congested over here on the near side to start this game. Conger tries to dribble through and push it to Gray, and that ball's knocked out of bounds. Gray will take the throw in. Gray, one of a handful of freshmen getting action here for Centennial. Gray, Postma, and the goalkeeper, Riley Litchfield. A lot of sophomores, a few juniors, and you've got Hilton out there as your senior.
Yeah, Mozena here for the Trojans has kind of been one of their bright spots there, is on the near side defense there. I would be surprised if Chris Allen looks to get an opportunity to get that ball to the other side and maybe attack that other side a little bit just to test the other defender on the other side, which he's doing right now, sending that ball across.
I forgot about when I mentioned the seniors, Avery Lewis. She's over on the far side as the ball gets passed into her. And Iowa City West has not scored a whole lot of goals this year. They have 4 goals in 4 games. And so another reason that we may expect some lower scoring here tonight. Balshitis got a little bit in front. Nice move, though. Good hustle move as she pops up and then stolen back out of there. Mozena with a lot of touches on the ball early in the game tonight for West. Good move up there by Paz Martinez. Martinez trying to dribble through. Challenges Lewis. West may be about the deepest they've gone into Centennial territory so far here tonight.
Yeah, flip the field here, trying to get it back over to Mozena. Mozena's pushing up through the middle.
Jags had everybody working their way down in the defensive end as West going to try to reset things. Martinez dribbles through. Comes back out, taken out of there, Becker, and she passes it back to Hilton. Now the Jags are going to take a stab at things. Oh, nice touch there by Hilton to send it through. Becker lets everybody overrun her, swings it around. Balshitis passes up to the middle to Martin. Martin going to get things going, trying to connect over here on the near side to Kerrigan Miller. Martin gets it back, though. Martin dribbles her way through the defense. Sends it out to Lewis.
Lewis going to look for a center.
There it is, and taken out of there by West. Got a little bit too deep in the zone, got too close to the end line, didn't have a good angle to send it back in.
Now, Kerrigan Miller in for one of her first starts for the year as well, I believe. Looks like she's... I was trying to figure out who she was in place of there, but I know that Kaylee Treberg isn't playing right now, isn't starting right now. So not sure if she's got an injury or if just a coach's decision. So we'll look forward to seeing her into the game tonight as well.
Quick move in there, and nice save there in goal, and a follow-up no good either by Miller as Martin couldn't connect. And I didn't see who we have in goal tonight. Is it Annie Smith-Davis? Is that who's in goal for?
It is Lauren Heineck.
Lauren Heineck,
yep,
okay.
Sophomore.
For West. Now, Conger pushes it up through the inside. Centers it across. It's knocked out of there. It does stay in. Back to the center it goes. Here's a good look for Becker. Becker sets things up to Lewis. Becker once again tries to beat the defender. That is Emma Potoff around the edge. Potoff wins that battle. No, it goes out of
call
bounds.
for a
That'll
foul.
Be a throw-in, yeah.
That'll be a set piece. For set
All
pieces
right.
for the Jags for tonight.
About as close to a corner kick without technically being a corner kick as you can get.
Absolutely.
You just heard Coach Allen yell for a corner kick set. The Jags, a few times this year, we've seen them go. They like to go past and then get things sent right back in and change up angles. There's a look to the inside and goes out of bounds, and there's going to be a corner kick now. Our first corner kick of the night, brought to you by Iowa Rush Soccer Club. Huge, huge, huge tournament going on this weekend in town. If you're driving around Prairie Ridge Sports Complex, you may want to take a different route. They are expecting over 12,000 people to be coming to town this weekend with their big Iowa or their Rush Cup all over the country, an injection of $4.5 million into our economy. So Iowa Rush doing an outstanding job. Youth sports are alive and well in the Ankeny community in central Iowa.
Yeah, just driving over here tonight, you can see the soccer fields are already packed already, even this evening.
Long throw in there from Boyle, and that's a weapon the way she puts it in. Lewis knocks it over the top, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Heineck.
Heineck puts that ball in short.
Challenge over here on the edge as West is going to push it up the side. And nice job by Balshitis to come through. Flips the field quickly. To the middle they go. Postma. Postma's got a big foot as well. Strong leg as she tries to put a crosser in, and it is
it goes
in the goal! Maddie Postma from 25 yards out. The freshman.
Yeah, she just little chip up into the air about 20 yards out. Good call, Andy, and just had the right angle to get it right over the top of the goalkeeper and go slip right underneath the crossbar for the first goal of the game.
Maddie Postma with the first goal of her career. Freshman. As Postma, the freshman, knocks it in. And it looks like we're going to get a substitution in the game. Our first Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution as Gabby Lawrence checks into the game.
That Jaguar goal scored by number 15, Maddie Postma. That's her first of the day. That's Postma at 11 minutes.
Jaguars back on the attack as then it's taken back as you hear the Jaguar roar coming from our public address system. But a big start there. Postma, we've seen the power that she's got in the leg and moving to her right. That's not an easy goal to connect on, and got it just over top of the outstretched arms of Heineck.
Never hurts to take a shot. I mean, you're going to miss 100% of the shots you never take, and Post was a great example of just seeing an opening there, taking that shot, and getting it into the back of the net. In fact, it just barely got in.
It
just chipped it over. I think the goalie was trying to get that ball out as the Trojans get a little bit of a run out for one of their deepest pressures into the Jaguar zone, and the Jaguars pretty quickly get that ball right out.
Don't waste any time, and that's going to be a foul on Lawrence. And now a little set piece for Iowa City West. Good opportunity for them as they've got Riley Litchfield staring into the sun right now. It will be Mosena. No, it will not be. It'll be Allison Scala taking this kick. Scala approaches, knocks it up, and that's going to go over top of everything. You can tell Richfield, that's a tough angle right now because she's staring right into that sun. That's going to be a hard one for her to see.
Yeah, it's a good call, Andy. Definitely used that wall to her advantage there, trying to force that kick over to the left, and the wall did its job by causing that ball to go up so high that it went over the top of the crossbar.
You mentioned earlier you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Now, that's widely been attributed to Wayne Gretzky, but to my knowledge, that's a Michael Scott original.
Very well could be.
It's a great episode of The Office. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. One of my favorites of all time. Take the shot. I had a great opportunity a few years ago to sit down with Bill Fennelly up at Iowa State, women's basketball coach up there, and he talked about their motto that year was take the shot. He talked about how selfish it is to not take the shot. Like, there's so many people that play afraid of screwing up, and he just wanted the team to have that confidence and take the shot. So I really appreciated getting that insight from him, and obviously that can apply to a lot of other sports, a lot of other areas of life as well. Postmo with the ball once again. Oh, there's a great look. Lewis, opportunity to center it. Martin's there. Martin the header into the goal! Ava Martin off the crosser from Avery Lewis.
Beautiful play. Martin was just patient as the ball came in a great spot. Both of the forwards there did a great job of staying onside as that ball, as that whole play kind of developed, and just a great finish from Ava Martin. As the whole team comes over and has a celebration with the sidelines.
I've not seen that yet this year. I'm not sure that's interesting, but that is, you watch as Lewis dribbled it in, and that's where Ava Martin, also being a standout basketball player here for Coach Scott DeYoung and the Jaguars. Ava Martin settled into what you call in basketball, that's the hole in the zone, as she settled in. As Avery Lewis got the assist, as Martin just settled into that zone. You could see her just settle down, waited for the opening.
Number 16, Ava Martin. Assist to Lewis at the 14-minute mark. Once again, that's Lewis to Martin at the 14-minute mark.
Here's our Sports Center update. I love the atmosphere they create here for soccer games. Had a great one the other night. Oh, just a great atmosphere. Austin, you were here on the call for Dowling and Centennial boys, and a game that was much closer than the 4-2 final score looked, as Dowling scored with 40 seconds left on an empty, as they pulled the goalie, I guess is the term for it. And that was a fun night of soccer. Jags came up just a little bit short, but boy, if you have a chance, come out here and check out these soccer teams, because we've got a couple good ones right now. Jags girls ranked 4th. We have not seen a boys rankings yet from the state association, but I would imagine you will see them in the top 6 or 7. They're a young team right now. Both these teams are very young, and a lot of bright future ahead. And Jaguars, of course, one of their leaders, junior Olivia Kraska, to start the year, right before the year started at a showcase, tears her ACL. She's already committed to play Division I soccer, and the girls have done a great job without her in her absence. You see her on crutches on the sideline, but bright future for her as well. This is a fun team to watch as that ball gets knocked out of bounds. Iowa City West with Vera Tenas. Martin tries to back foot it there to Lawrence up the sideline, and it will go off of West. Iowa City West has quite the camera contraption here set up, though, right in the middle of everything. So that the camera you see on your screen is theirs out here in about lane 7 on the track in front of everybody. One of those automatic motion sensing cameras, though.
Substitutions, number 6, Addison Fair, and number 22.
Our camera's not so automatic, being run by Josie tonight. It may seem nice and smooth and automatic, but she's got that down tonight as the Jaguars going to cycle through as Hilton appears into the sunshine on the far side of the field as the shadows have extended almost over to the baseball and softball fields tonight. We're a few minutes away from that on a beautiful night in North Ankeny.
Couple substitutions in there. Addison Fair and Piper Zeman into the game. They'll both be in the offensive set for the Jaguars.
Gray dribbling through, going to set things up over here to Becker. And Boyle comes up. She wants to take it herself. Postma runs things from the middle. They're going to change the angle now out to Hilton. Hilton, long pass down to the inside. Gabby Lawrence passes it back out. Tough touch there from Becker. Becker out here to Gray. Gray's sister played soccer at Minnesota. Nice moves by Gray as she controls the ball, knocks it out over here, and I think she was expecting Zeman to be over here. A little miscommunication there. Actually, that's not Zeman, that's Addison Fair. Almost halfway through the first half. Jags with a fast 2-0 lead. Ooh, little issue there as Lawrence pressures everything.
Yeah, the defenseman didn't expect somebody to be right in her face, so she turned around, and there was Lawrence.
Jags going to cycle through at midfield. Boyle will set things up from that middle spot. Balshitis now, and he wants Conger to have the ball. Heard that from Coach Allen. Told Emily to go find the ball. Set things up to Postman in the middle. She's sniped from behind and taken away there by Paz Martinez.
Yeah, I want to go back to the goal that was scored. Ava Martin, she did a nice job of being patient as that center came in, as that pressure built up, and then when the center came, she was actually moving forward, and that makes those headers so much easier to be able to put it to the back of the net. If you're standing there stationary and trying to move your head and your neck, trying to get that directed the right way, it's much more difficult. But she had waited and was patient and made her move towards the net as that ball came in and was able to put that one away fairly easily.
Postma running things for the Jaguars. Pushes it through, puts that big foot into it, and it's just wide. Jaguars getting some good looks here. They've got some clean looks offensively. That shape that you talk about so much, it's been good tonight. Good spacing's been there. Already seen a bunch of improvement through the first 6 games of the year.
Yeah, I think Postma kind of just took that shot kind of the same spot that she had taken the early one, so mentally she probably had a good idea of what she wanted to do with it, just wasn't able to complete that. But
yeah, didn't quite get a clean foot into it like she did on her goal earlier. Conger trying to put pressure on the ball coming through. Lawrence trying to take it away. Here's an opportunity for the Jags. Fair pushes it through. Lawrence trying to set things up, kind of muscled out of there by Tivinskaya.
Trojans trying to flip the field, and then they draw it right back over to where they were at before.
Nearly taken away by Postman at the center spot. Stolen, that's a nice touch by Hilton on the far side. Cleanly takes it away. Postma going to send it up the side. And taken away. They tried to have a little run out on the far side for Zeman.
So it's a change that the Trojans have made. We talked about Muzina having a lot of touches on her name getting called a lot there in the first, first 5 minutes of the game. Well, they popped her up a little bit, so they got her in a holding midfield now, and she's on the far side. She's on that far side there, so she just got a couple touches there just right as that ball went out of bounds, and Boyle threw the ball in. But they're moving her around. She's got to be definitely one of their better players.
Rachel Schaufbuck had it there momentarily for West. Now Balshitis going to pass it around. Boyle. What a beautiful night we've got for soccer, and you appreciate it much more based on some of the other nights that we've had for soccer this year. Riley Litchfield, who has been kept pretty bored on the back end, the goalkeeper for the Jags.
They haven't really used her to reset the position at all either. She's just been back there hanging out pretty much the whole game. I don't know if she's even had a touch yet, has she?
I don't think she has. Even on the foul that was called out here about the 20-yard line, the ball was sent over top. So
yeah,
that's a good thing. You're not going to argue at all when your goalkeeper's kept boring. West trying to create some spacing here, but Postma takes it away. Jags on the move. Postma looking ahead. Fair is on sides, but it's just enough disruption from Vera Tanas.
Tanas got her leg up there pretty high there. She did a high kick to just get a little bit of a touch on that ball, and then it dropped off Fair's back, and then she was able to get a possession of it.
Balshitis going to send it across the field. Boyle. Good time right now to talk about U.S. Cellular. U.S. Cellular here in North Ankeny, just north of Northview Middle School, told me to let everybody know to stop by and get 30 to 40% off a screen protector right now, and let them know that you heard about it here on Centennial Digital. So swing in if your kids are in school, picking them up in the afternoon, swing in, and you do not have to be a customer to go in and get 30 to 40% off a screen protector. So keep that screen looking good and functional. As Postma tries to pass it over the top, taken out of there, and then coming in with a left foot is Zeman. Lost track where the ball was, didn't realize that Heineck had it.
Yep, she had snagged it and picked it up and put it back into play.
Heineck puts a big foot into that one. Taken away, though, by Balshaitis. Jags kind of rotate through, and then being tripped there is fair. So a good spot for the Jags to try to take a shot, but they decide they're going to play it a little shorter. Long kick ahead and not able to connect with Lewis was Becker. It goes out of bounds, and we'll get another goal kick from Iowa City West and another substitution coming into the game.
Jaguar substitution, number 13, Kerrigan Miller.
So Kerrigan Miller back in a Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution.
Sadie Abbas.
And Sadie Abbas checks into the game, a freshman midfielder for Iowa City West. So going to have a goal kick coming up here from Heineck. Another special event going on right now. I got word this afternoon. So the Jags are celebrating their 11th year right now. 11th year as a school. And they've got a big celebration going on for girls soccer. And some good stuff coming up. So in fact, you have a chance here still yet tonight to send in your landscape video and let us know in about one of your favorite memories of Jaguar girls soccer, and email that to achsgirlssoccer100@gmail.com by tonight. They're going to be hosting a Jaguar alumni game. They'll recognize alumni during halftime as the Jags in the middle trying to get things through. Balshaitis knocked away. Ball still in there, and it's knocked out again, but now Hilton's going to set things up. Hilton, the long shot in. Nice deflection by Heineck. But so there will be a Jaguar alumni game, and they will recognize all alumni during halftime on May 10th at 7:30 against Waukee Northwest. And so thanks to everyone for all you've done to make the last 10 years so successful for the Jaguars soccer program. And if you know somebody else that's doesn't get this message, let them know as well. May 10th is that alumni game. Jags with a corner kick from, is that Hilton down there? I can't see. No, it is not. It was Hilton, yes.
Yep. Put it in a nice spot there.
Yeah, so Hilton comes over to this side to take the corner. It goes out of bounds. It will be the Jags ball. Listen to some of this over the last 10 years of Jaguar soccer. Jags ladies have had 3 state championships, 2016, 2018, and 2022. 8 state appearances. So, in one of those years they didn't have state was in 2020 when there was no no state tournament that year due to COVID. 8 regional championships and 6 conference titles. So, pretty impressive run by Coach Chris Allen. So, okay, it makes sense right now. I was trying to, it's been 11 years as a school, but I didn't know why they were celebrating 10 years of soccer. They didn't have a soccer season in 2020, so it all makes sense right now. So Treberg comes into the game. Kaylee Treberg for Centennial. One of the seniors. Well, Jags have rotated already a lot of girls through tonight as they're going to take that throw in from Boyle on that side. It might as well be a corner kick, especially right now with a little wind at her back. She takes a long run up from about lane 5 on the track. Big throw comes in, and it is saved out of there by Heineck.
Yeah, she got it on frame. She got it to somebody's head, and they were able to skip it over and got it to the goalkeeper.
Jags with a little miscommunication. 3 girls running by the ball, but didn't quite know who was going to go get it. And now all of a sudden, Iowa City West trying to work things here with Goska. And Martin sneaks up from behind and tries to take the ball back. As they try to get it through, and Balshaitis foils that one. Gray back to Boyle. Jaguars getting pressured here a little bit as they cycle the ball around on the back end. Balshaitis looking to create some more angles. I think they'll be able to connect one over here to Hilton. Actually, that's not Hilton on the far side. Hilton's been moved over here. Thankfully, McKenna Gray tonight has changed her hairstyle for the game, so I don't get her and Hilton confused like I normally do.
I think that's Treberg on the far side there.
Treberg over there, okay.
Yeah, with the throw in there. Obviously, giving it up to Boyle there to let that cannon of a throw in.
Boyle sends it in. Martin tries to muscle her way through. Look there, and just to the right, Conger misses. Jaguars with a lot of attempts on the goal tonight. Have definitely kept the ball in their offensive end a lot. So West going to start things up again as we are nearly a half hour into this first half. Jaguars with goals from Maddie Postma and Ava Martin.
Nice little run out for the Trojans here as number 10 is streaky down the field, Pothoff. But Balashaitis tries to defend, goes down, and Pothoff's going to get called for a foul. Curious foul again, called on the offensive player. You don't see that very often, but
that's two this game that we've seen called on the offensive player.
Yeah, Balashaitis did go down, and I don't know what's going on here.
Like Iowa City West coach not happy about that one. Another one of the benefits of being close to the action here in high school soccer is we hear all the complaints as well. This is Lewis. Yeah, a lot of space here for Lewis to continue the run up the middle. Everybody on sides. Lewis nearly has it taken away and does. Now West, just like that, flips the field coming back the other way, but Becker right there to send it across to Balshaitis. Conger now trying to set things up, but got a little bit of contact from behind. Now Balshaitis is right there. She might take the run up. They rotate through. Balshaitis up the far side. Lewis trying to run things down.
Beautifully weighted there for Balashaitis. She just put that ball in exactly the right spot for Lewis to be able to just run that one down.
Lewis has it taken away, though. Becker looking to connect over here. It's going to be Gray. Gray, who's now on the back end. Gray with a nice move, pushes it ahead to Hilton. Hilton's going to have some room to do stuff. They've got Martin in the middle. Centers it to Martin. Controls it, the one touch. Martin centers it up. And can't quite get a shot. Lewis goes with the left foot, can't get it in either. Conger now. Over here to Gray. Gray centers it across. Nice ball to Martin, but Martin can't quite control it.
Yeah, the Trojan defense thought that was going to be an offsides call, but the AR on the far side called her good, and she just...
There was a defender down here in the corner that had marked McKenna Hilton, and that allowed the Jaguars to stay on sides. Have not seen many offsides calls. In fact, have we had any offsides calls tonight? But both defenses have been very aggressive and not setting any traps in that regard.
Kind of enjoyed this little battle between Pothoff and Balashaitis here as Pothoff started to play some forward here as the game's moved on. Just in the last probably 5 or 6 minutes, they've had pretty good one-on-ones here, trying to battle with that ball.
Gray pushes it ahead. Martin might have caught her arm, and it did. 7:45 going here in the first half. Jaguars leading 2-0 over Iowa City West. Beautiful Friday night. West has been pressured every time. Every touch they've had tonight has been pressured by Centennial.
Yeah, West is definitely moving their players all around. We got Mozina back over here on the near side again. I don't think she's come out of the game, but she's moved all over the field in a couple different positions, either in midfield or in defense. I think we could say the same for Pothoff too. She was definitely playing in midfield at the beginning of the game, and now has moved to the single high forward.
Must have had a little wind shift outside as it's cooled off quite a bit over the last few seconds in our booth with the window open tonight. The flags are nearly still right now, though, so that is one of the first times we've had that in Iowa. It feels like in months we've had. And we are not protected out here on the northern edge of Ankeny. It was the northern edge 10 years ago when the school was built, not so much the northern edge anymore.
There's that battle we've been talking about a little bit between Pothoff and Balashitis.
Gray's going to work things through the middle and send it back to Boyle. Boyle surveys the situation. And now time for Conger to do a little run-up. Balashitis goes through, has it taken away by Goska. And Balashitis comes through, no foul called. And that's going to draw the ire of the Iowa City West fans.
And the coach, yeah.
And we're going to stop the clock here.
Looks like Coach Saravoy is going to get a yellow card here for a sideline warning.
You can hear it right now. He asked why he gets the yellow card, and the simple instruction was because you were arguing with me. And everybody is told to settle down a little bit. Fans not happy either right now. 5:48 to go here in the first half, and Zach Saravoy has been issued, the head coach for Iowa City West, has been issued a yellow card. I don't think the coach has to back off at all. I don't
know. I don't really know what the. I guess coach could get sent off with 2 yellow cards.
I'm sure it's like an ejection in any other sport.
Yeah, where you'd have to leave the field, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'll find out at halftime what that call is.
The first one, they don't have to do anything here.
Nope. They don't have to sit down for 10 minutes or whatever the player has to do. As we were talking with Kinsey the other night, this 2-0 score is one of the trouble, kind of the bugaboo scores of soccer in general. I had never really heard that, but it kind of makes sense as Kinsey kind of explained that when you get up 2-0 or get up by 2 goals, you're just kind of maybe get a little bit more comfortable and then may not be pushing as hard, and it lends itself to having the other team score some goals and getting back into a game. So it'll be interesting because I think those 2 scores were in that first half of the first half, and we really haven't gotten a lot of chances here since then, but I think the Jaguars have been pretty dominant ever since the game started so far, even with just a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a new phenomenon to me. And I think it was one of the first times you had heard it too, but apparently in some circles in the soccer community, that 2-0 lead is not thought of highly. But yeah. I'd much rather have a 2-0 lead than be behind 2-0, I would think.
Exactly.
So the Jags, as nightfall continues here, 3:50 to go in the first half. McKenna Gray.
I mean, I guess we can look right back at that Dowling game the other night. They were up 2-0, and then Ankeny ended up they're up 3-0 at one point, right? And I think that Ankeny got two scores at the end of the first half to get up to 3-2, and then that late goal for the Maroons sealed it up for them. But yeah, it kind of reared its head with that 2-0, 3-0 score. So
West cycling things around the outside. Going to pass it over here to Goska. They push it ahead, and Riley Litchfield gets to get in on some action. Couple touches for the freshman goalie tonight. Set things up to, you see that was Treberg on the far side?
Yep.
Taken away. That's a nice play by Lewis to get it through, and then has it taken away from the second. Throw in there for West. Ball goes high up in the air, and the Jags will have a chance to let Litchfield take a little of this first half clock down.
Those maybe new red shoes that she's got out there. I don't remember seeing those on her feet at any of the other games, but those definitely pop with the black and the highlighter yellow jersey she wears in goal.
As West works to set something up offensively. Gray there to stop that. The Jaguars have been able to play a lot of different girls in a lot of different positions here in the first half tonight. Postma gets it ahead, knocks it over the top, but nice job by Tivinskaya to get it back over to West. A lot of contact up the side, and then Postma was just picked up and thrown to the ground.
Oh, that is absolutely a card right there. That should absolutely have been a card.
I'm not sure if some of the earlier things that have happened have had the official back off, but Postma literally grabbed and threw. It's a horse. That's a 15-yard penalty in football with a horse collar.
And with both hands, it wasn't like it was one hand. She did not try to hide it, and then pulled her back, and then snapped her back. And I cannot believe that was not a card. Of all the plays in the full first half that deserved a card, that was definitely the one.
Contact down there in the middle. Postma can't quite get a foot on it. Gray steps up in. And now West tries to get it up through the middle. Pot off. Pushes it up the left side. And she gets things back to the center, sends it across her. Gray gets a foot on it, knocks it out over here to Hilton. And they're going to clear it back to Litchfield. Litchfield sends it across on the far side to Kerrigan Miller. She's going to reset things, as well as Treberg loses it out of bounds.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Jags here probably not going to have a chance to do anything else here in the first half, and a good first half for the Jaguars. They lead 2-0. We will be back with our halftime show. Good first half for the Jaguars. 2-0 over number 14, Iowa City West. Back after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with US Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet, just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats. Steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts. All raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
U.S. Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Welcome back to halftime here on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire, where the Jaguars have taken a 2-0 lead to start the game. Maddie Postma from about 25 yards out puts one in from the right side to open up the scoring 11 minutes in, and then a beautiful assist from Avery Lewis to Ava Martin later on to give the Jags that 2-0 lead right now. And that's where we stand at the halftime break as our cameras are shaking from the music being blasted in the press box right now. So we'll go ahead and take another quick break and then be back with second half action right after this on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats. Steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts. All raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
US Cellular Prepaid lets you pick a plan that fits your needs. We don't deprioritize you like the other guys in their prepaid plans. With our great 5G network coverage that keeps you in the fast lane. Our 5G coverage is always along for the ride. Buy 1 month of service right now and get the second one free. US Cellular, built for us.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
Freedom Tire is proud to be the title sponsor of supporting Jaguar student athletes through Centennial Digital. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping your family safely on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Come see us at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of Centennial Digital.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Yes.
US Cellular, built for us.
Welcome back to Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Andy Pollack, Austin Oliver on the call with you as we get set to start the second half between Ankeny Centennial here in black. As you see, they just took the field, and Iowa City West, who still huddled up right now, maybe almost in a taking their time, almost maybe a little bit on purpose after some of the exchanges between their coach and the center ref here in the first half. We are getting set to go. Iowa City West will be in white. They will be going from right to left as we flip the field. Wind has died down considerably. It's in the 50s. It is a beautiful night for soccer here on the north side of Ankeny.
It is Trojan possession to start.
Trojans will start with things here tonight. Jaguars looking to make a pretty big run at things. Now Now we'll get to see some different players over here on this half of the field for both teams. See what the Trojans do differently here in the second half. They were not able to get a whole lot of attempts on goal in the first half.
Things got a little bit better when Pothoff went up to that center forward. She's back up there, going to start the second half at that position this time as well. So look to see she can get some things going for the Trojans.
Boyle knocks it off the Trojan down there, and actually, no, she did not. It will be Trojan ball. Trojans try to work it through. Over on the far side, yeah, one of the best opportunities they've had today.
Best bit of possession. They're going to gain a corner kick right away to start the second half. Great opportunity for them to get back into this game. As number 13 is running over there. That's Alexandria Held.
This will be a Trojan corner kick.
Another Iowa Rush corner kick.
First corner kick of the night for them. Maybe one other set piece that they've had, just maybe their second set piece.
They decide to go short and going to try to set things up, and that goes hard off of Balshitis over there on the far side. She might, yeah, I think she took it right in the quad, a little Charlie horse there. She tries to rub some dirt on that one. West on the throw-in, directing traffic on the far side. Becker takes it away, but Jag's a little congested right now. West trying to make a move once again, knocked out of there by Balshitis. Gets a good foot into that one. It's almost as good as a goal kick, but one Balshitis was just able to get. That was on the move, too. Powerful leg there. Now Postma trying to dribble through everybody who had three girls on her and couldn't get rid of it either. Kind of took it at her from all sides. Hilton pushing things ahead, and then Hilton.
Okay, I was like, what is going on? Like, she is. The referee at first had signaled there was Jaguars ball or Jaguars foul, and then or they had drawn the foul, and then she abruptly switched it and going the other way. I was like, what is going on here?
So the Trojans will have a chance here to set things up once again. Just a couple minutes into the second half here tonight at Ankeny Centennial High School. You see the baseball field in the background. Weekend's coming up, so that probably means there'll be baseballs flying all over the place there. The softball field just off to our southeast here, the top right of your screen. That will also have games hosted this weekend, and then we talked about the Iowa Rush Cup going on here in town. That'll be a big one.
Ooh, a nice little turnover here for the Trojans, but
Balshitis and Boyle team up to take it away.
Yeah, nice job of converging on that attacking Pothoff.
How about the ball handling of freshman McKenna Gray over on the far side and some of the stuff she's done tonight to create
a lot of confidence in these Jaguars on the back line. It's been one of the absolute bright spots for the Jaguars all season.
Hilton, right now they're kind of playing a little bit of keep away from Anna Goska. Now decide to start attacking. They push it up through the middle. That's Conger. Conger way across here. Oh, it looks like they might have a run-out opportunity for Zeman. And now Hilton pushes it ahead. Everybody was on sides. No, they were not. The arm went up right away. The ball will come back. Zeman had gone about a step and a half too far past the back line of defense for Iowa City West. Now West back here will cycle things through and try to get something set up. Ooh, the splits in the middle of the field. Postma takes it away. Postma has one defender to beat. Sneaks it ahead, and was she offsides? Yes, she was. Avery Lewis, not by much. I don't feel like West has marked people up anymore. I just think the situation right now is Had a couple Jags and it's not by much at all.
No.
Just a little bit offsides.
I think that was Gabby Lawrence in the middle that just pushed up a little bit too much. Yep, I think she's started the game out as that center forward for the Jaguars. I'm sure we'll see Ava Martin coming in here shortly as well, but giving Lawrence an opportunity to play up top.
Postma out to Gray, back in the middle to Conger. Gray calmly passes it out here to Becker. Becker now to Hilton. Up the side, Hilton goes, centers it over. Everybody's on sides, and Lewis couldn't quite get enough on it. Ended up going right at the goal. Did we get a new goalkeeper in there for
I don't think so.
West?
I think West is the same one. We do have another new
Maddie
goalkeeper on
Stride
the
in
Jag
for
side.
Centennial.
I'm pretty sure it's the same gal from the first half. But yeah, I think Tevin Skaya is maybe one of the, I don't know what year is Tevin Skaya. Tevin Skaya is a junior, but she's kind of the quarterback in that defense on the back end. And she definitely set up that offside call. I think she wasn't sure if it was going to get called or not because she raised her hand to call for the offsides, but kept on chasing the play as well. But that's her on the ball right there. She's definitely can tell she's the leader back there on the defense for the Trojans.
Jags looked like they were gonna take things and set it up, and then a little quick move over on the far side. Can't tell who hit the ground over there. It's actually hobbling a little bit. I don't think it's
Becker or Conger, maybe Conger.
Might be Conger. The hair looks a little too light to be Becker.
Yeah, I think it's number 20. She's definitely nursing. Walking gingerly. Let's put it that way.
Got the ball right now. That is Emily Conger, sister Brooklyn, part of the Jaguar semifinal volleyball team this year. Defensive specialist there. Jaguars across. And Heineck makes the save.
Jaguars right back on the offensive here. Postma is centering that ball, and it goes off the side of the goal keep. It's going to be a goal kick for the Trojans.
Another substitution coming into the game for West. This is Taline Rahal. And that is a Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution. I had a chance actually to talk to Dr. Stacy Munger earlier today, talking about some community events coming up and some things we can do to help businesses market. If you've got anything out there that you'd like to let people be aware of, let us know. We'd love to talk about it here during some of our streams. Always try to stay in tune with the greater Ankeny community. As Jaguars pass it around Conger. So Conger has moved out as well, or is she in the same position she was in the first half?
She's that holding defense there. I think that's where she's kind of been for most of the match.
Hilton pushes ahead. Everybody's on sides. There's going to be a race to the ball as Lawrence has it just cleared over there. Ooh, almost an opportunity for Piper Zeman. She challenges things down to the corner, and that will be a Jaguar corner kick. Throw in, excuse me. It stayed in. Will they get Boyle down here? Boyle has to cover a lot of ground.
She does. She does.
So Evie Boyle makes the 50-yard run from her defenseman spot. She'll take the throw in for the Jags. Gets it up in the air and running through, and that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for West. Just about 10 minutes into this second half, the Jaguars holding on to the most dangerous lead in soccer, 2-0 right now.
Nice little build-up for the Trojans. And then announcer curse leads to a turnover right away for them.
I really like the angles the Jags have bought themselves tonight to complete some of these passes through. You see, not in a rush to run up the sideline, hanging back. They've had to make several passes behind defenders, and I think your natural inclination is you want to push the ball and lead who you're passing it to, but they've just been forced with the angles tonight of West to keep it behind the defenders. I think they've done a nice job of it. There's another one there.
Yeah, you're really playing to space is, I think, the key part of it. Is that sometimes, if the defense is doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're trying to take away that space. So you're looking for the opportunities to get your player that you pass to into some opportunity for some space.
As they swing things back around once again. Balshitis pushes ahead, and a lot of contact, though, as it's taken away from Conger. Now Potoff up the right side. She's going to challenge Gray. A little crossover. Now the Jags will have an opportunity to get a little more compact. Not really an angle to center that thing right now.
Balashitis is all over her on that far side now.
And ball is off the end line, and it will be a goal kick for Maddie Stribe. A couple substitutions coming into the game. Once again, Ava Martin and Kerrigan Miller checks back in the game as well. A couple Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitutions.
And number 16, Ava Martin.
This Jaguars have cycled a lot of players through tonight. And that's only going to pay dividends down the road. It's Miller on the far side. Now to Balshitis. Sends it way over here to Hilton. Hilton's in the middle to Becker. Now that is Gray up the far side. Pushes it ahead. Jaguars are on sides. And contact down there. And it is going to be a foul called. Or was it out of bounds?
I don't know. Call the foul on the offensive player.
On the offensive player once again.
Unbelievable. Not only is she getting called for the foul, she's getting a scolding there from the referee as well. So I don't know what she did on that far side to deserve that at all. It looked like she was just playing the ball and was strong on the ball, and the defender went down.
Stern talking to from our official tonight as that ball is sent out of bounds. It took a while. Depth perception that far away as Gray looked things over. Let it go out of bounds. Now Balshitis going to look to get it over here to Hilton at some point. Up the middle and not able to connect with anybody. Now West pushes ahead. It's not able to get any rhythm to their offense right now, or the Trojans really at all tonight. Couple good touches, a couple good shapes there early to start the second half, but otherwise the Jags have been firmly in control of this one. Balshitis with a nice angle to get over the top to Hilton, and the Jags will be in motion here. Hilton, a nice move to get up the side. Everybody's on sides. Hilton passes it ahead over here to Lewis. Back to Hilton. In the middle they go. Postma setting things up. Muscles it through. Tries to knock it through. Jaguars trying to get through, and there's a lot of contact there, but Martin couldn't quite get to the ball before Heineck got there. And now it looks like we have an injury. Diana Tivinskaya kind of was trying to shield off Martin from getting to the ball.
I mean, it almost looked like the situation where she expected contact, and contact just didn't happen, and she went down.
Might have hyperextended something as she braced, actually.
And then Martin was, I think she was expecting contact from Martin, and then Martin just wasn't there, and she went down hard.
So it appears that she is okay. And we are back in time. West trying to push something ahead, and Stribe going to come up and take control. Brings it over on the far side. Martin tries to give chase as it comes back in the middle. Here's a good look for the Jags. Martin in a rundown. And Tivinskaya gets out there. Doesn't look like she's banged up at all anymore. And a substitution coming into the game for West. Vera Tanas. West taking the throw in. And Becker. Nice little touch in there. Is Lewis. And they were trying to get it, man. There's a lot of space if they could have got it out here to Hilton, but now Hilton's going to have to reset her momentum, pushes up the side. She's done that move a couple times tonight, pushes it back to the middle to Martin.
I mean, she's just so quick. I mean, she's playing the ball ahead, and she's playing it to herself on the turnaround, and she's able to just get around the defender by using her quickness and agility there. She's done that several times, just like you called out, Andy. Just a very cool play to see.
One of those moves that only works if there's one defender on you. If there happens to be anybody else there, you're not going to be able to use that move, but she creates just enough space kicking it past the defender and then goes and beats the defender to the ball, and that's a nifty one, especially, and you're going to have that opportunity to use that move out here on the side, as here is Hilton once again. And that time has it knocked away from her. Out of bounds.
I think one of the reasons why it's working is that they're not marking the outsides. They are keeping all the pressure to the inside and then only running out to the outsides when the ball is in possession out there. So it's a little bit unique of maybe a defensive format or a defensive scheme that I think isn't something that you want to give McKenna Hilton that kind of space on the outside. She's going to abuse that defender almost every time, and she's done so pretty much every time tonight.
A little bit of a strong touch on the far side by Gray, but the Jags will have an opportunity to set things up once again as darkness has fallen over northern Ankeny tonight. You got super producer Maverick up here. Might have did you get a chance to see that eclipse the other day, Mav? Yeah. I think everybody is out checking that thing out. I know my girls were playing sand volleyball during it. Figured that'd be a good time to go out, not get as much UV on their Norwegian skin. As Boyle works it up the middle. Conger over here to Lewis. Stepping in there, though, to knock it away. West got in there. Now Hilton will see a chance once again. No. She goes to Becker. Gray gives some opportunity on the far side to get a run up, but
I mean, Tivinskaya and Martin are definitely going at it there whenever they get an opportunity. They are both not giving each other any ground at all when they're matching up. I mean, Martin's going to be moving around from left to right, and that's going to draw a corner kick for the Jaguars just with the intense pressure that they had on the outside there. Nice job of, is that Treberg maybe that was up there pushing? It's Gray, okay.
On the far side, yeah.
Yep. Gray did a nice job of pressuring up, and
so the Jags will get another Iowa Rush corner kick.
What is it? What are the sideline girls doing here? Are they all laying down? Like right here, or like the bench? The bench? Are these all laying down on the ground here? I don't know what's going on. I think they are. Are they? Are they not?
Just another one of those things to stay in the game.
Yeah.
I hadn't.
It looks like
you can see it right now. They're all. You can't see a great view of it, but they're all laying down on their bellies.
The whole bench. It's like they're laying down on the ground.
That's funny. Jaguars back in action though. Up top, long shot in there as Hilton probably would have had Becker off sides, I think there.
She tried to just get up there for the header as the whole team now sits back down on the bench. So interesting little segment with the bench for the Jaguars.
The many, many, many ways to keep bench players engaged in games. We see it more and more in volleyball, the cheers that come along with that, which is taken on a life of its own with all the coverage you get from ESPN now with women's volleyball, and the those cheers that have led to obviously infiltrated other sports now too. Jags gonna get another corner kick.
Ava Martin did a nice job of just taking that and turning that around the corner, trying to cut back into the goal. Just wasn't able to get all the way around, so she smartly took it off of one of the Trojan defenders and drew the corner kick.
So here comes the corner. Jags take their run up and right through the middle, and not quite there. I think Becker had a shot at it, but Heineck makes the save once again. She has had a lot of pressure put on her tonight. Almost has a cool bite of fall in the air tonight. You're smelling someone burning leaves somewhere around here, and just a really, and it's a Friday. That makes everything just a little more relaxed, right? Heading into the weekend tonight.
Almost feels a little bit like football weather, huh,
does.
Andy? Yeah. Kind of expect to hear the clash of the pads and that kind of thing, but we're on the opposite end of that season.
And heading into warmer weather as opposed to colder weather right now. West coming through, and Boyle comes through. And Boyle, you know, we've seen a couple games this year. She's certainly had games where she's had to do a lot more, but I think Evie has been able to just kind of hang back and do what Evie, she hasn't had to force anything tonight. So that's been the other lines of the Jags have been really, really good.
Yeah, I was going to say that exact same thing about 10 minutes ago when she actually had a touch on the ball, which was really the first time we had called her name. And usually she is in the middle of any scrum that's defensive oriented at all, and a big part of it. So it's kind of a kudos to the defense that she hasn't had to do nearly as much tonight as she normally would.
So many of these Jaguar players out there have sisters who have had very good success, not only on the soccer pitch but in other sports as well, and Boyle is one of those. She's got one sister that's a Division I softball player. Her another sister, Cora, last year was starting second baseman for the Centennial State Championship softball team, so she's one of them. You see Conger out there, you see Gray out there, just a lot of it's great when you've seen the same girls, the same families over and over again, get to know them. Get to know the girls pretty well as well. Becker, of course, her sister, great volleyball and soccer career here at Centennial. As that ball comes through, and Heineck actually had to make a play on it quickly there. Jags with a chance here, and Martin is fouled. This will be a good opportunity for the Jaguars.
Yeah, we'll set up for a set piece here.
So this will be Lewis, the lefty. Chance to bend this thing back into the middle.
Yeah, she'll probably try to go right off the left edge of the wall there, high, and try to bend it back around, but we'll see what she does with this one.
She takes a shot right at the goal and just off to the right side. Heineck gets a hand on it. I think she surprised everybody with that one. She went right off the right shoulder of that wall.
All right.
Woo, got it right through.
And I figured out what the deal is. Corner kicks they're getting, and they're laying down on corner kicks, the bench is. So that's, I was trying to figure out what they were doing, but they're once again laying on the field here on the pitch as Lewis puts that ball into play. Goalie gets a hand on it but keeps going. Everyone's fighting for it, and it gets kicked out of there. Conger sends the ball back into all the traffic. Balashitis.
Hilton, there's some room over here for Lewis. Lewis centers that thing and sends it a little bit too far and out of bounds. Lewis had set things up as West had pushed up their defenders. Everyone trying to stay on sides for Centennial was really not able to go get the ball at that point.
Jaguar substitutions, number 14, Kaylee Treberg, and number 22, Piper Zeman.
Well, kudos to the Trojans as well. I mean, they got gave up those 2 goals in the early part of the first half, and they've kind of really settled things down. I mean, obviously the Jaguars have been playing a lot of people in different places, but you know, they've definitely kept the ball out of the back of the net. and kept this game at 2-0. So a little bit of kudos to them for playing a little bit better defensively as this game's gone on. Nice ball by Balashitis into Martin, but Martin's just not able to get enough of a touch on it to settle it down to her feet, and it goes into the goal keep.
Hawkette soccer is out at Cedar Rapids Prairie tonight, and the Hawkettes lead Prairie 6-0. So good game out there tonight. And the Centennial boys are playing tonight as well, but I'm not able to find the score there. Things get cycled around and kind of goes in between everybody. Jags pushing things up the far side once again. A little space over there back to the middle.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, just off to the right once again. Couple different feet had a chance at it. Boy, they have thwarted a lot tonight.
Yeah, I think Zeman was just surprised that it actually ended up coming all the way across back over to her and kind of went by Martin and then ended up at Zeman's feet, and she just wasn't able to get enough of it to put it in.
The Centennial boys are out in Council Bluffs tonight. I believe they're doing it overnight. They'll play again tomorrow as well, I believe. As they have just been so close this year.
So will tonight be the younger Duax's first game tonight?
I believe so, yes. I believe he's back tonight. That's my understanding, is that he is back. Tate. So you have 3 Duaxes this year with Tate and Ty, and then head coach Brian Dad Duax. Jags trying to run it down, and things are cleared back to Heineck once again. So the Jags are taking on, they're in Council Bluffs taking on Omaha South tonight, and then tomorrow they take on Lewis Central, but have not had any updates yet on that game. Oh, the game didn't start till 8 o'clock. So another opportunity here for a long kick as Boyle stretches out her hammies a little bit before she takes this one. Jaguars set up. Boyle takes the big kick, and Heineck goes up and gets it. The ball dropped just a little early. She would had that one well placed. Just over 12 minutes to go in this one tonight. Tomorrow we'll be on the air here on the Central Iowa Sports Network as the Jim Duncan Relays are taking place down at Drake Stadium on what should just be a beautiful day for running track. The Centennial girls will be there, the Hawkette girls will be there, and boys as well, and we will be there all day. So I'll be directing that one tomorrow for CISN. Hear the iconic voice of Mike J on the public address system on the Drake track. It's a great warm-up for the Drake Relays. A lot of CIML schools will be involved in that one. Expecting to be on air for about 8 hours tomorrow. So it's going to be a long day.
Get your fluids in, Andy.
I'll be in the air conditioning in the press box at Drake. It's a great setup up there. All solid glass in front of you to watch the meet. No window panes or anything. They have built that stadium right. So the Jags now in hold on to that 2-0 lead mode as Martin battles through contact, keeps control. Now Martin pushing it back to the middle, and she's a little bit muscled out of there, but finds the ball back. A little pullback move for Martin, tries to go to the middle, but too many Trojans there. Ooh, here's an opportunity for West. They haven't had many of these tonight, but right there, man, that Centennial defense gets back in a hurry. Balshitis to Postma. Now here outside to Zeman.
Nice little work on the ball there by Zeman, just moving that ball down the field.
And that'll be a throw in here for the Jags as Treberg comes up to take the throw in. Martinez comes in, and the Jags.
Number 13,
Kerrigan Miller back in, another Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital substitution tonight. 10 minutes to go in this one. Ball thrown in. Martin knocks it off the defender, Vera Tenas, and the Jags will get another Iowa Rush corner kick as the bench once again goes down to the ground.
We'll have to see if we can get an explanation for where that came from.
So it will be Hilton taking the corner kick once again.
Jaguar corner kick.
Hilton puts that one right through the middle, but it's headed out of there. Didn't quite have enough height on it to get through the trash. Long shot coming in there and saved, as that was Treberg that stepped up to take the big shot.
Yeah, she's moved back into the center, back a position that Evie Boyle is usually at. I think Boyle may have tweaked something there. I think you had mentioned that before she took that set piece, she was stretching out that leg, and she's kind of behind the bench right now, just kind of nursing that leg there with the trainer sitting beside her here.
Iowa City West. Good hustle, though, down here. As it goes out of bounds, it will be Iowa City West ball. Good hustle, though, by Treberg to get back. I wondered, I was just checking Iowa City West schedule. They are only here for tonight. See a lot of teams come over and play a doubleheader where they'll come on Friday night, play someone here, and then spend the night and play another game on Saturday. But West, it looks like they are just taking one. Oh, a little mistouch there by West. Hilton on the far side. Works her way to the middle. Boy, McKenna Hilton's been all over the field tonight. They go to the middle. Zeman dribbles around, takes a shot, and not quite enough on it with a left foot. West pushes it through, and it's taken away. Conger in the game. Miller battling for it on the far side. Now West back on the attack. They just have not had a whole lot of opportunities tonight offensively, as that Jaguar defense, and actually it's been a team effort because the offense as well has been able to keep the ball on their end a lot. Stick around here. Right after the game, we will name our Lamberti, Murphy, and Strong Law Player of the Game. It's been a great team effort here tonight. I've got a pretty good idea who I've got in mind tonight, Austin, but we will confer by secret ballot and then figure out at the end of the game who gets named that player of the game. You know, you mentioned what McKenna Hilton has done tonight. Not a lot of it's going to show up in the stat book, but she's had a great game, and you know, on the back end with the defense. See Emery Becker with a lot of touches tonight as well, getting in there. There's a little battle there as Zeman knocks it back to Postma. Speaking of one of our candidates, Maddie Postma with her first varsity goal tonight. Now on the run up.
Treberg being super aggressive here.
Have to get home and get to bed tonight. Get up early tomorrow and head on down to Drake. Things out over here to Treberg. Tries to get it to Martin in the middle, and it's knocked away. With West, it's Paz Martinez. They get it ahead, and it's knocked out of there. A lot of contact after they knock it out, but The ball is going to go back to West as we approach 5 minutes remaining in this ball game. Quick throw in here for West. It is knocked out of bounds once again. West can't waste a whole lot of time here, is trying to get back into this one. Ball knocked over here, and Jags actually seen a few times right now. They're pretty content to kick that ball. It's a way to take some time off without really looking like you're trying to take a whole lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, Treberg just pretty much just launched that one out of bounds.
Long kick there. Postman knocks it ahead. West going to have to get turned, and they do. Jaguar, every position out there tonight has pressured that ball. It is, every touch has been challenged by West. As they push things ahead up the far side, and that's going to roll out of bounds once again. So the clock will stop for a substitution.
Jaguar substitution, number 11, Gabby Lawrence.
As Gabby Lawrence checks back in.
The clock always stopped for a substitution?
No, but I've noticed this year that late in close games, the referee will stop the clock for substitutions. Jaguars push it ahead. Martin.
Nice pass in there.
It's just going to be knocked out of there.
Did not take it down. It's going to be called offsides.
It was offsides, yes.
It had to be very, very close, though, because I don't think she was off by very much at all.
Almost would have been better off from the angle-wise to stay back and have a little lot more of opportunity to run up on it when it was passed. And
dude, just peculiar fouls here called tonight. She's you know, I think the kind of a representation of a good referee is one that you don't really see. You know, they become invisible. They still make their calls and keep control of the game, but this center ref tonight has definitely been a factor in the game on both sides, for that matter.
Opportunity there for West. They can't convert, and the ball's going to roll out of bounds. And the Jaguars will cycle through. As smart move there by Zeman. Actually, that wasn't Zeman. That was Gabby Lawrence. That ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Jaguars. No one's going to be in any huge rush, and now the clock stops again.
Jaguar substitution, number 8,
on another
Rachel
substitution.
Willie.
Rachel Willie into the game. First time I've seen her this year.
Yep.
Long kick there, and they hustle down, and it will be West ball. I want to be sure and thank Josie and Mav for helping keeping us on our toes tonight here in the booth. As that ball goes out of bounds to West once again. Jaguars look like they will be well on their way to improving to 4-1 after tonight. They're ranked 5th. Ankeny ranked 4th. That game coming up towards the end of the year, and that should be a battle. That'll be at Northview at the main stadium, and they've done that the last several years, and they get a lot of fans out to watch that one. Balshitis, who has directed traffic all night long, cycles it through, comes over here on the near side to Willie. Willie, little move to sneak around the defender, steps back in, and she's grabbed. It doesn't matter, it will go to West. A few of those grabs here tonight that haven't been called anything. Willie now. Minute 20 to go. A little miscommunication there in the middle, but the Jags will be content to cycle things back through. No rush here for the Jaguars. As Balshaitis back to Becker. So, Austin, as we close up the game tonight, let's have a quick conversation about our Lamberti, Murphy, and Strong player of the game. I think, we've mentioned a couple players so far tonight. Any players that stuck out to you?
Well, I think, I could see Maddie Postma being with her first high school goal. Could be a good candidate. I think that's probably our winner there for the player of the game. I think Balashaitis on the back end was a good quarterback for the defense as well. A good game out of her, but I think one of the milestones for Postma, probably one of many goals that's going to be coming towards her in her career here with the Jaguars. But that's a good candidate for that one for me.
Yeah, I would say also the goal from Ava Martin, but the assist from Avery Lewis that came on that as well. But I'm with you tonight. A milestone goal. I don't know how you celebrate that in soccer when you get your first varsity goal, but tonight for Maddie Postma, the freshman, gets her first varsity goal. She is our Lamberti, Murphy, and Strong Law player of the game. So congratulations to Maddie and the Jaguars, who improved now to 4-1 on the season. Iowa City West drops to 3-2. Austin, closing thoughts?
Good game, beautiful night. Keep the Jaguars' momentum going in a positive direction. So looking forward to the rest of the season from them.
All right, sounds good. Well, again, tune in tomorrow. The Central Iowa Sports Network will be live from Drake Stadium and the Jim Duncan Relays all day. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been another production of Girl Dad Media Group here